absent due to work exigency. We are all aware, yesterday, our General Officer commanding 3 Division Nigerian Army was in this hall to also present his goodwill message in this summit. In the next 10 minutes or thereabout, I'll be making a brief on understanding the security landscape in Gombe State, challenges and opportunities. If I will deal with this topic as it is, we may not be able to exhaust all that needed to be discussed. For want of time, I will just take you on the overview of the security situation of Gombe State, the perspective of the Nigerian Army. Gombe State security landscape is unique compared to other northeastern parts of Nigeria. Despite being surrounded by regions plagued by insecurity, Gombe State has consistently reported one of the lowest fatality rates for violent attack in the country. The security situation within Gombe State as at date is relatively calm, but unpredictable. However, several threats to the peace and security of the state still exist. Some of such threats are not limited to infiltration by Boko Haram terrorists and ISWAP. Threats to attack of custodial centers, activities of political talk, popularly known as Kalari Boys. Others are communal farmers herders clash and kidnapping, hostage taking. 301 Artillery Regiment General Support is strategically deployed within Gombe State for Operation Mensa, internal security duties. This deployment is sectorized for ease of command and control. The regiment has continued to support the civil authority in the maintenance of security in conjunction with the Nigerian Police Force, Department of State Services, and other security agencies in the state. To do this, our troops are strategically deployed at checkpoints located at the exit and entering roads to the state to provide timely support to other security agencies when called upon. Checkpoints are deployed at the border towns with neighboring states of Adamawa, Yobe, Bauchi, and Taraba states. This is with a view to prevent criminal elements from carrying out their activities within Gombe State. Additionally, the forward operating base Nafada was established to dominate Nafada Bajuga axis because of its proximity to Yobe State and by implication providing security to Ashaka Cement Factory in the area. All of us know the economic importance of Ashaka Cement Factory to the state. The forward operating base served as a blocking force to prevent infiltration of Boko Haram terrorists and ISWAP elements that may likely use the bridge over River Gongola to cross over and attack Gombe State through Nafada axis. From the Nigerian Army perspective, understanding the security landscape in Gombe State involves recognizing the unique challenges and opportunities that affect the state stability. Some of such challenges are terrorism and insurgency. Boko Haram terrorists' presence in neighboring states pose a threat to Gombe State security. Banditry and kidnapping. Incidents of banditry and kidnapping have been reported in Gombe State. The most recent incident, which is fresh in our memory, is the incident that led to the death of Reverend Father Bala Galadima, the pastor in charge of Lubo Church in Lubo Village, Yamatu Deba local government, on 9 February 2025. Ethnic and communal conflicts. Tensions within ethnic groups and communities can escalate into violence. Information management. Managing information and countering misinformation are critical in preventing the spread of terrorism and insurgency. Logistic challenges. Gombe State vast terrain and limited infrastructures can hinder military operations. Having mentioned some of the identified challenges that can hinder the security landscape in Gombe State, some opportunities has also been identified which need to be annexed, among which are community engagement. Building trust with local communities can facilitate intelligent gathering and enhance security. Interagency collaboration. Cooperation with other security agencies such as Nigerian Police and Department of State Security Service can improve overall security of Gombe State. We are already doing that. Capacity building. Training and capacity building program can enhance the Nigerian Army effectiveness in addressing security challenges. Infrastructure development. Investing in infrastructure development projects such as roads and communication network can facilitate military operations and improve security of Gombe State. Civil-military relation. Strengthening civil-military relations can promote a more stable and secure environment. The Nigerian Army, through the 301 Artillery Regiment General Support, is trying her best to ensure the following strategies are in place to foster more secure and safe Gombe State. One of which are intelligence-led operation. We have been conducting intelligence-led operations to identify and neutralize security threats over the years. Community-based initiatives. Through the effort of the various sector commanders deployed within the state under the leadership and guidance of my commander, 301 Artillery Regiment General Support, they have been working tirelessly with the community leaders and youth leaders to build trust and promote stability, especially in the rural areas. Capacity building. Our officers and soldiers from time to time undergo training through courses to build their capacity in order to work effectively and efficiently in whatever area they find themselves deployed for internal security duties. Civil-military engagement. We have continually been engaging the local communities and promoting civil-military relations to foster stable and secure Gombe State. Our traditional rulers here and community leaders can attest to that. In conclusion, it is clear that by addressing the challenges and leveraging on the opportunities required are multifaceted approaches that incorporate community engagement, interagency collaboration, and capacity building. All these put together will give us a more peaceful, stable, and secure Gombe State that will encourage investors to come into the state and do business and overall promote the economic growth of Gombe State. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, a round of applause once more for him. Thank you very much. Thank you for the wonderful presentation. Members of the high table, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the last on the list of this presentation is the Commandant of the National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency. Please, we put our hands together as we invite him to the podium for his presentation. You're welcome, sir. Please, a round of applause once more for him. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Your Excellency, sir. Please permit me to stand on the already established protocol. This second security summit, which is understanding the security landscapes in Gombe State, challenges and opportunities, holding today, is aimed to address the pressing issue of drug abuse and its connection to crime in the state. Drug abuse refers to the use of chemical substances that are legally prohibited, excessively used, or not medically prescribed by a doctor. Unfortunately, Gombe State has the highest rate of drug abuse in the Northeast. This is due to its population. The mandate of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency is both supply reduction and demand reduction. What we mean by supply reduction is arrest, seizure, and prosecution. That's not all what we do in NDLEA. We also do what we call demand reduction, where we cancel, treat, and rehabilitate drug users. We don't use the terminology addicts again. We call them drug users, or we call them victims of drug. The importance of this culminated in the declaration of the United Nations International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking for every 26th of June every year. That's why we mark it, because of the importance of this fight against drug abuse. The effects of hard drugs are far-reaching, impacting individuals physically, psychologically, and socio-economically. Sometimes we think that my ward is not using drug, my child is not using drug, so I'm not bothered. But I tell people, if you are lucky that you don't have a member of your family who is using drug, somebody else who is using drug will take that drug and come and harm a member of your family. So it is everybody's war. It is everybody's war. To combat this, the Chairman Chief Executive launched what we call the War Against Drug Abuse on the 26th of June, 2021, to conduct public enlightenment campaigns in schools, community, and public places. And we're talking about communities now especially. We have done a lot in schools. What we found out that in communities now, especially this agrarian society we are in Gombe, a lot of our farmers use tramadol to farm. One man can clear 10 hectares of farm, thinking he's strong. But underneath that, he's taking tramadol. and which is slowly killing him. Because as long as he continues using that tramadol, he starts building tolerance to the drug. And instead of using one tablet, he starts getting to use 2, he starts getting to use 3, starts getting to use 4. At a certain stage, he becomes an addict and becomes useless to society and the family. Therefore, this fight against drug abuse is everybody's fight. I have said it critically, I have said it every time. We are all critical stakeholders. Every one of us here is a critical stakeholder in this fight against drug abuse. It is a winnable war, but I have told people in private that if it was a winnable war, America with its resources will not still be fighting drug abuse. So all our hands must be on deck to fight this abuse. I want to also thank the executive governor of Gombe State for his continuous assistance towards this fight. And also, during the Northern Governors Forum Summit of the First Ladies, Her Excellency the First Lady, Haji Asma Inua, rehabilitated our rehab unit, rehab center. It was a complete rehabilitation. And during that program, she launched what she called Save a Drug-Dependent Person. No, Save a Life. You have to, what that program is aimed to do is that if you don't have anybody who is using drugs, you can still pick somebody who you know is a user and send him for treatment and rehabilitation. Governor His Excellency has emphasized the need for collective action to address insecurity in the state. This summit serves as a platform for stakeholders to discuss and propose solutions to the security challenges. This is what we're going to do here. We're going to discuss and propose solutions. We have challenges everywhere. The drug is a major challenge to our society. If not because of the economic effects, because of the physical and psychological effects it's having on the society. I therefore encourage every one of us present here to become ambassadors of this vital message. We should share it with our close associates, friends, and family, and let us collectively spread awareness and promote positive change. We are all critical stakeholders in this war. In conclusion, all hands must therefore be on deck to check these merchants of death and rid our society of this drug menace. Once again, I want to thank the executive governor and other stakeholders here present who have found time to come and listen to me for their assistance in the fight against drug abuse. Thank you very much. Hope I did well.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He said, Her Excellency has adopted a project, Save a Life. And then in line with the call of the executive governor, we all must collectively put our hands in this action of ensuring Gombe is secured. Thank you very much. At this moment, we want to appreciate all our presenters for well presentation. It was quite educating and informating. Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause once more for all of them. Thank you very much. Please, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, we will move to the next item on our agenda, and it's going to be the second session. And the second session is going to be a presentation on the topic, Traditional Institutions and Conflict Resolution in Gombe State and Northern Nigeria. And the next presenter is, of course, a father, and I will personalize it now, a father to me. Ironically, I have two great fathers here. He is a well-seasoned legal practitioner, and for the next 30 minutes, he will be coming to make his presentation. He is the Commissioner for Justice and Attorney General, Gombe State, a well-experienced, like I said, legal practitioner, a well-respected traditional leader and community builder as well. He is the Chairman Gombe. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
MC, I think next time, tell the SSG to have a smaller dice because of people like us. Yes, he can't see me now from where he is. I'm a short person. Or I will come with high heels next time. Your Excellency, be represented here by the SSG, Honorable Speaker, Royal Fathers, colleagues and friends. Assalamu alaikum. Well, I was mandated to present a paper. And I've been here during the local government summit, and I've been here yesterday. I've seen how experts and consultants presented their papers. Well, I'm neither an expert nor a consultant, so there could be, and